guys, my name is Kristen, and your names are?
Lila,
Gabriel.
Aiden.
Alright, nice to meet you guys. So, do you guys, would you rather being inside or outside?
Outside.
And why is that?
It's much better.
Much better than going outside and planting than staying outside.
Taking out weeds.
I'm Mrs. Tripoli. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So, what's your part in this whole process of gardening?
So I'm one of 3 teachers in the science department, and a couple of years ago, Mr. Martuccio came up with the idea of starting a garden. Mm-hmm. And so we started out with a very small plot, and since then we've reaped so much success and so much wonderful learning that he has expanded it threefold. So I am very lucky to go out there. It's a labor of love. I take many of my students out there, and we go out and we harvest the garden, we plot, we create blueprints, and anything that they feel that they want to do to make this garden better kind of comes up. Like just recently, we decided that the people that come into our garden needed to know about healthy recipes. So the children decided to create posters that they're going to put into the garden. We have some stakes that we're going to put in there, so that when they come into our garden, not only do they find out about the health benefits, but they find out about recipes, healthy recipes, and even on top of that, the children decided that they wanted to create QR codes, which are codes that they can use your phone, and you can find all of these recipes that they want to share with our community. So in answer to your question, it's anything and everything. It's learning that just keeps on evolving and growing.
So,
like our garden.
Hi, my name is Tyann Brown. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm going to be asking you some questions today about the garden, because that's what we're here for. So the first question is, exactly how did the program, who came up with the idea for the program in the school?
So the idea, I think, came from, I need to start with a shout out right away to Miss Toto, who works here at the school. She writes grants for us. She takes a look at data for us. But when we were thinking about the idea of gardens, it was Miss Toto that wrote grants and really got the program off the ground.
So, after the food's all grown and harvested, do you take the students to make your own recipes, or what do you do?
So we've done a couple of things. We have had our own recipes. We bring the food into our classrooms and we do healthy recipes, but we've also partnered with City Harvest, and they have come in and they've taught our children not only how to cook, they taught them how to use the utensils, how to use proper knife skills, and they've also created really healthy recipes with them. We also take the food and bring it elsewhere as well. So, and we teach them and we talk to them of the places that we go to. We tell them about the healthy recipes that we're learning about as well.
That's nice. The kids cook after they're finished growing all the vegetables?
Yeah, we have to, complementing the garden program, we work with City Harvest. And City Harvest comes into our classrooms and actually cooks with the children, utilizing the ingredients that are also grown in the garden. So it's something that we've had a lot of fun with. I have students that are actually going to be presenting at the Garden Summit, so we look forward to seeing them demonstrating some of that learning.
How does it make you guys feel when you give the food to the charities and donate them?
Feels good.
Feel good.
You guys get the foods to all these places that...
We walk up to the. We walk.
We take these vegetables, we put them in bags. Then we have scroll. I forgot what it's called.
It's
like a basket you scroll.
Scroller.
Put it in.
A wheelbarrow?
Yeah,
It's red and it has 4 wheels.
That we use those to walk next to we walk to the Good Counsel Home and we donate.
And some of us went in the house to give the vegetables and fruits to them.
What are the variety of vegetables that the kids grow?
So we grow a lot of different things. Last year we had one pumpkin, and the interesting thing there is I'm not even sure where that one pumpkin came from. But we run the gamut. We have Japanese eggplants, we have American eggplants, we have tomatoes, cucumbers, zucchini, probably too many tomatoes, so we're going to work on that this year. But we have a lot of different things that will grow.
So, first of all, what do you guys learn in the garden?
We learn how to plant and grow vegetables.
What kind of vegetables do you guys grow?
Like, well, not only
Tomatoes.
mushrooms and everything.
Tomatoes.
Do you incorporate the gardening experience into your science curriculum?
So I think what we do is we take our science curriculum and we bring it outside. So our garden has kind of become like an interactive classroom. So we teach the children about science skills, classifying, observing, sequencing. So now we're using our garden because it's just such a wonderful, engaging opportunity for them to learn about all these skills, but outside they're doing it. And sometimes we'll bring the garden inside and incorporate it into our lessons on plant life cycles and things of that nature.
And would you say that this is having a positive effect on all of the students and kids in school?
Yeah, I would. You know, one way that we measure impact is the fact that families come back to us over the summer. So I remember when it was the summer and I was out of school, I was one of those guys that ran away from school, and I didn't go back there until it was time to go back to school. But some of our families come back and help us maintain that garden when we need the help the most. So I do think that it's having an impact on the school. And in addition to that, a little bit differently, the vision for the garden was all about experiential learning, putting students in a position to have a positive impact on their community. You may have an opportunity to speak with some of my students and they'll talk about donating the lion's share of what we grow to places like the Good Counsel Home, to places like Project Hospitality. And that's how I build belief inside of my students that they can have, no matter how big or how small they are, that they can have a positive impact on the community around them.
What is your favorite part about gardening?
Planting.
Helping the
Planting.
plants
Yeah. Like picking out the bad stuff that hurts the plant.
and throwing away the trash that people throw on the floor. So we pick it up with gloves and we throw it in a trash bag. And then we just put it in the trash after we get all of the trash. Because a lot of people litter.
Yeah.
That's bad for the plants.
Really bad.
Do you believe that the garden will help kids start eating healthier, eating more fruits and vegetables?
I think many times children are not introduced to different foods. And I think once you introduce them and you introduce them into a healthy way, I think that they will start to incorporate them into their meals.
That's it for today. Thank you for taking the time to be a part of this interview.
Thanks, Kristen.
How big would you say is the garden?
So when we started with the garden, it was about 270 feet, but now it's bigger than 1,600 square feet. And in addition to that, something I'm particularly proud of and something that we're getting ready to roll out is that with Makerspace, we were awarded a grant and we're just about finished making a kiosk for our farmers market. Again, it's not only about growing vegetables and doing that learning, but having a positive impact on our community and empowering students and giving students a voice. One way that they're going to do that is that they're going to run a farmer's market. So it's about science and it's about being a positive member of your community. It's going to be about math when we think about how much are we going to charge and what are we going to do with the money when we collect it. So all of that around how big is the garden, about 1,600 feet big, and we're only going to make it bigger and better.
Thank you so much for your time. It was nice.
Thank you.